Always action, action, okay? The words of Yuji Shimada as he sends the fighters back to their corners. This house is absolutely rocking. We are packed out here in the Mall of Asia Arena.
Ready, go!
And we are underway. Bin of China against Rothana of Cambodia. He's in the black trunks with the red trim.
Rothana has a very traditional style of Muay Thai type kickboxing. He likes to keep a wide stance and really throw heavy kicks and punches. Bin has a very relaxed style. He likes to come out there with utilize that long reach that he's got, but we haven't really seen that ground game that he's actually known for throughout China. He's a very well accomplished grappler in his own right.
That long reach of his has a double advantage because you can see there those elbows go nicely down all the way almost to his waistband there, so he's protecting not only his face with that high guard but his body as well with those long upper arms, so really well able to defend himself to a striking attack. Let's see if he can put it into practice, though.
Kun Khmer kickboxing really is known for keeping that guard nice and high, protecting the elbows. But it's harder to defend against a takedown when you have your guard so high, because usually you see a kickboxer adapt their stance and they drop it down when they're facing a grappler. But Rothana doesn't think he's gonna be grappling, but look at that. He immediately, Bin shoots in and gets a nice takedown.
We are seeing crowds all around Asia improving their knowledge at double speed of mixed martial arts, so that they are very receptive here to technical MMA, and the crowd loved that takedown.
I like how Bin immediately shot in for the takedown right as Rothana was getting relaxed and starting to adjust his style. Immediately Bin shoots in, get this fight, takes Rothana out of his comfort zone, and now we get to see what Rothana is like on the ground. He's got to use that cage. I like how Bin's actually trapping the right arm there of Rothana.
Just past the 2-minute mark in this opening round, and Bin just punching underneath the arm there, looking for the chin, but getting mainly body. But he's got the back of his opponent, and he throws him down like a rag doll.
Rothana's trying to tie up those arms, but he's given up his back in the process. Bin's got good side control here. He's trying to flatten him out, but he looks like he might be trying to take the back as well. He's got one overhook there on the arm, and Rothana's got his hand trapped there. Bin's got so much reach. He's able to use these arms.
He really does have a lot of arms,
and he's just able to easily control the body here, and he's able to tie up the hands as well as Rothana from really weird angles because his arms are so long.
For a bantamweight, that is tremendous reach that he has. If he can make use of that proper effective use throughout his career, then he's got a successful time ahead of him. He's got to be careful with that punch to the back of the head. It's a forerunner to a tremendous takedown, though, and he looks for the back once more. An illegal blow is when a punch doesn't make a connection to either ear but lands at the back of the head. If you touch an ear, that's legal.
See, this wrestling game, we haven't really seen it come from Bin. We've only seen him kind of stand up and box with a lot of his other fights. So this is a whole new dimension that Rothana might not have been planning on. He told me that he expected a boxing match coming in here to this fight, but Bin has given him something completely different. Now he's got side control. He's trying to pin down that left arm there. Rothana, knee on belly now. Postures up. Rothana uses it to transition out. Might be able to get a takedown of his own now and reverse the position.
45 seconds left in this opening round. Rothana, 4-2 as a professional, 3-2 in the One Championship cage. Got his hands full here.
That's some good wrestling from Bin. He was able to stop Rothana from circling out, pin the leg down, he used it to stand back up. Now he takes him back down to the mat. Now he's got side control.
Is that a guillotine that could threaten a stoppage, Mitch?
Nah, because he's out inside control. Siabin's got both knees on the side there, and he doesn't have any sort of leverage. So he's just holding him in position, and it's easy for Siabin to pop his head out.
Rothana walking along the cage, not allowed to grip it with his toes, but you can walk along the cage like that. That's perfectly fine. End of the first round. We'll get Rich Franklin's assessment of how things have gone in a moment. But first, Mitch, let's take a look at those 5 minutes.
Look at this. He takes the kick, catches it on the arm, and then immediately goes in for a double leg. Did not want anything to do with the stand-up game of the Kun Khmer champion, Rothana. Look at that big belly-to-back suplex. And that was pretty much the story of the entire round. It's just that ground control of Siabin. Let's see what Rich Franklin has to say.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's the story of this round, is the ground control. You know, I've actually trained with Rothana. I've been to his school. And what's made him successful as a Cambodian fighter is that he is actually very adept in wrestling. So that's just a testament to how good Siabin's wrestling is. You can see the wrist controls he's doing and all that kind of stuff. Anytime they end up in a scramble, there's a takedown, back down again. He's been able to land some ground and pound during the ground control session. So at this point in time, I have him ahead at 5 minutes in the scorecard.
We score fights in their entirety, not round by round. So Rich, of course, pointing out for you that this is the 5-minute mark, 10 minutes to go. We don't think of it in terms of rounds. So there's no question of getting a round in the bag, as it were.
Roger that.
It's always interesting to see how fighters come back after the round break and to see if they adjust their strategy and if they've been able to, you know, implement anything new from the previous round to see how it affects the next.
Big height advantage you can clearly see when they stand up, and just look when Siabin extends that left jab, perhaps how long that reach is. But he's used other methods to gain an advantage in this contest, methods that go beyond striking. Wide eyes on Rothana. Look at the concentration.
Yeah, I like how Siabin's starting to punch his way in, gets a little bit closer, but then immediately starts to back out. He's definitely got Rothana thinking about the takedown, which is kind of leading to a little bit of hesitancy on his part for just that exact reason. Beautifully ducked under, slid into the double leg takedown, now in a very dominant position here in side control. Now he's got that arm trap. See how he has that basic crucifix position there, Steve? He's got one arm, the right arm, trapped between his legs, and he's able to control Rothana's left arm with his arms as well. Here comes a Darce choke. He's able to slide into there with that long reach. I don't know if you can see it, but now he's grasped his own bicep, and he's getting deep into an anaconda-type choke there.
I'm not sure that Rothana had a hand to tap out with for a moment there, although it's free now, but that is looking pretty tight, Mitch, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got a little bit of space on one side, but that's really tight.
He's tapped, it's over.
Beautiful.
Yuji Shimada was there looking very carefully. And Siabin jumps to the top of the cage to take the plaudits, as he should.
That was it. He used those long arms to slide in, get that position, get that squeeze going on. And once he was actually able to transition into the bottom position, he got the leverage that he needed to finish the choke. Very unorthodox style choke.
Well, Rothana had a somewhat resigned smile as he sat on the canvas, just as you saw Siabin jump to the top of the cage, and this is why.
Let's take a look at that. That was beautifully done. He just slid under the punches. Watch this double leg. Bang, right there. Immediately got in, transition right into side control. He's got one arm overhook there, long reach, and able to squeeze into the choke. Beautifully done for Siabin. Big win here in Manila.
You've got to figure that this guy with his BJJ skills, with his wrestling skills, and his appetite for the takedown and those long arms can offer an awful lot in this sport. Dom Lau's in the cage, and he will have the official decision. Great performance, wasn't it, from Siabin? Just 19 years old. Here's Dom Lau now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Yuji Shimada, has put a stop to this fight after 1 minute and 46 seconds in the second round. For your winner, by way of Darce choke, Siabin.
Xiaobin improves his record to 3-2, and he's got all the tools, isn't he? Those long arms and great technical ability as well.